Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you, I already made this necklace and I made one of the earrings. So I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful star earring. I think it's so pretty. And it was really easy to make. I used the dollar bead box for April of 2026. I used a 3mm and 4mm fire polish beads. I used the copper super duos from Auntie's Beads. And then I used the tiny seed beads from Hobby Lobby. I have a list one before I go through it. And then I used a few pieces from my bargain bead box. So this was really fun to make. I just think this is so pretty. So I have links to their websites below, as well as the coupon codes and everything. So yeah, I think this is just a really pretty, it's kind of like a spring piece, but I like the copper with it. The copper and that seafoam green, it just looks so pretty together. And then this copper toggle clasp. So if you want to learn how to make this, then stay tuned. Okay, so I'm starting with the Beetle on Wildfire in Frost. You could just do a screenshot of that if you want. I have a number 10 beading needle. I have like a wingspan of thread. And then I have from the dollar bead box, hold on one second, I have a little hair in there. I have the 3mm and 4mm fire polish beads. They're so pretty. Then I have some of my Auntie's beads, the vintage, crystal vintage copper super duos. And then I have from Hobby Lobby the 11 seed beads in brownberry, the check glass beads. So this is what I'm starting with, and this is what I'm making, this beautiful star pendant earring to go with that necklace. So it'll be a beautiful jewelry set. Okay, so we're going to start with this, and let me move these over here. I like to have a little bit of room here. Oh, and a copper ear wire. So I'm starting with, let me move that. I'm starting with the super duos, and I'm using 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I usually don't put a stop bead on my stuff, depending on what I'm doing. But you can either leave enough tail to sew back through. I usually don't. I give it a couple good knots. 1 and then 2 just to get it started. You want to make sure that you don't put any beads in between the knot. You want it to be a nice solid knot. And then move some of these. I usually go through and I am having to stretch like really far with my hand to get it through because I have so much thread on here because I don't want to run out of thread. Okay, and then we're going to do that one more time. Oh, sorry. Okay, then I'm going to do one more knot. 1 and 2. Okay, give that a good tug. And then I like to go through a few more of the holes, just so I'm not working off of that knot. 1, 2, I'll go through like 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So here's where we're at. So now I take this And I take my cutters and I cut a little bit there. Then I kind of turn it and I bring that little tail down. And then I just melt it just a little bit. And that kind of seals that in right there. And then I will make sure that that is in the back of the earring. So then we're going to come through and we're just going to do that little 3mm fire polish bead. So we're going to turn this over. We're going to go up through that. So we start like this. Now we're going to take these. And we're going to go through this. I made the earrings a little not as busy as the necklace, because I wanted the earrings to kind of be the backdrop to the necklace, because the necklace has so much on it. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then I go through an extra fire polish bead. So we're up like that. So then, if you can see that right there. So now I'm going to do 3 seed beads, the 11 going in between these fire polish beads. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 right there. And I'm going to go into that and pull that and make sure that it has a little bit of a triangle look to it. And then we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Go up through there. Like, oh, I keep dropping this. Like that. And then we're going to do it again. 1, 2, and 3. So these are really easy to do. It's just a matter of, you just keep kind of adding beads and rotating them around. 1, 2, 3. Just make sure that you have enough beads, because sometimes when you're dealing with these small beads, you'll end up only putting 2 on and you won't be paying attention, and then the earring's almost done and you look and then you've got 2 instead of 3. And then you're like, okay, time to undo the whole earring and do it again. And then we'll do one more set of 1, 2, 3. And then we'll go through that. Go through the fire polish bead. And then I'm going to go up through a few seed beads. 1, 2. And then, so now what we're going to do is we've got that point right there of the 3 seed beads, and we're going to do a seed bead, a fire polish, and a seed bead. And then we're going to, that's how we're going to start it. So, see, I'm up in the second out of the 3. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do, I'll show you, seed bead, fire polish, seed bead, like this. Oh, like this. And I'm going to go up to the other one in the middle. So it looks like that. So do a seed bead, fire polish bead, and a seed bead. And then we'll go up. I love the way this set looks. A seed bead, fire polish bead, and a seed bead. So here's the 3. And you go up to the middle one, like that. It's like the corner of it. Oh, excuse me. That is my little doggy. There must be an animal outside. Let me close my door. Okay. Yes, my little Piper, she's continuously babysitting our house. She's so cute. So look how pretty this is looking. We've got, I hear another dog out there barking. It's like there's never a good time to film. It's like she's like, oh, mom's filming, let me bark. Let me go to that one. Like that. Look how pretty that looks. And then we're going to do the last one. Seed bead, fire polish, seed bead. Okay, and then we're going to go up to that middle one. Right there. And then we're going to go up through that, through the other one. And then I'm going to go through the fire polish bead. And this is a nice, you can feel how secure that feels. Okay, so now what we're going to do to end that, we're going to do the 3mm, 4mm, and 3mm. And that is going to, coming out of the 4mm. So we're going to do 3mm, 4mm, and 3mm. And bring it over to the other 4mm. And it's going to make that there. And then 3, 4, and 3. Like that. And then 3. These are really easy to make. You can do all different shapes, just depending on your seed, on your beads, and where you position them. They're really fun. It's almost like playing with blocks. You know, like when you played with blocks when you were a kid and you built things, you're building this earring. Okay. Just make sure that you're setting them so that they're laying right. And then we got 2 more. Oh. Okay. Like that. And then we're going to do one more. Okay. And we're going to go through the next one there. And then we'll be done with this setting. And then I have a secret, kind of like what I do to keep the ear wire from moving around when there's seed beads in that. So now I'm going to go up through some of these fire polish beads, kind of reinforce this, go down. And go up. Okay, so now I'm going to come up here and I will show you my trick. I'm halfway through reinforcing it, but I'm going to put the ear wire on so that I can finish reinforcing it and it will be nice and sturdy. 1 second, let me get this adjusted. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we have 4 of the 11 seed beads coming out of there and then coming through there. So what I do, I'm coming out of there and then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, and then now I want to make sure where that little melted piece is. Okay, you can't even see it. And I'm going to go through here like that. So I went through there, and then I'm going to go through it one more time. And that way it kind of makes a little, one second, okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna come back through that fire polish bead. And bring that through. And then turn that around. And then go through that one more time. So with it 1, 2, 3, 4, back through the ear wire. And that way this is really reinforced. And I go down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then through that, oh, I've got a lot of string on here so that I don't have to restring while I'm showing this. Okay, and then we're gonna go through, start going through the fire polish beads again. I am just okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go up. And I'm going to reinforce all my corners. Go down and through. Just make sure it's not snagging on anything. This is a nice, secure earring. It's really easy to do. Look how pretty that looks. And we'll go through these. Okay, so now I have this. So what I'm going to do, just going to kind of make a quick knot, just one knot to start with. Pull that. And then I'm going to go through the fire polish beads. I like to do a couple knots as I'm sewing. I just think it really, like I said, I sell my jewelry, and so I really like to have everything secure. Okay, so there's that. So now what I'm gonna do, that's coming out of there, I'm gonna do a double knot. So I'm gonna come up through there, and I have my finger kind of, let me show you. I have my finger kind of against that so that I know that that thread is going to go through that. And then we'll do a couple more. 1, 2. And we'll go down. Oh, this one's sticking. Okay. Okay. So now we have this really pretty earring. So excited to share this with you. I'm going to go through a couple more and then we're done. Okay, let me lay this flat. Okay. And one more. Come out of there and then we're done. Oh, this is so pretty. Okay, so now we have this. So now I'm taking my cutters and I'm going to cut that a little bit right there. And this is the back of the earring. I always like to do that on the back. You can see that little piece right there. And then just melt that a teeny bit. Get this out of the way. Then you have these adorable earrings. I just love these. Absolutely love these. Move these out of the way. And then here is the necklace to go with it. What a beautiful set. Let me move some of these beads out of the way. It's like, okay. Nope. So I love the way this turned out. These are so cute. So like I said, I have a coupon code for Dollar Bead Box, BNJewelry2 for $2 off your first box with them. If you're not familiar with them, I'll leave a link below to their website and to the coupon code as well, and to my Etsy, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook pages if you want to follow me on there. I love this like seafoam green with the copper and the brown. I just think this looks so pretty together. And then this is a toggle clasp from Bargain Bead Box, and then these are from Bargain Bead Box as well, and so are these. So yeah, I mixed both of them together, and then the Super Duos are from Auntie's Beads. So I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, and please leave a comment. It really helps my algorithms, and I love reading everybody's comments, what you think of the pieces that I make and everything, and let me know. I take constructive criticism too. I've had a couple people tell me I pronounce things wrong, and I really appreciate it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.